Hi everyone, today I'm going to read a story. The title of this story is Popo's Place. Tommy's world turned completely upside down last month. Dad used to work downtown at Sneaker Universe. Then the store went out of business. The family moved across the city to live with Popo, Tommy's grandmother. Don't worry, we'll only live with Popo until I find a new job, Dad insisted. Tommy wasn't worried, but he had frustrated. There's so many rules at Popo's place, like no shoe inside. Popo constantly scolding him and his little brother, Peter, for shouting when they were just talking. The worst part that Popo didn't even own a television. Tommy had to settle for watching his favorite show on the computer. Everyone wanted to use the computer at the same time though. Dad needed it to look for jobs. Mom used it for work. And there never seemed to be enough time for Tommy to watch anything. Everyone was so cramped at Popo Place. Tommy felt as though he was always in the way. He had to share a bedroom with Peter and Uncle Joe. Sharing a room with Peter was one thing, however. Listening to Uncle Joe snore was another thing. To make matters worse, he couldn't even play in the living room if he woke up early. Mom and Dad slept on the fold-up couch. For the last week, he had read comic books most mornings. That part wasn't so bad. One afternoon, Tommy and Peter helped Popo make a famous dumpling. Tommy complained that he never saw the kid from his old neighborhood anymore. Why don't you invite a friend to come over? Popo suggested. They're all busy, Tommy replied. That wasn't exactly true though. Tommy worried that his friend might make fun of Popo's place. The next day, Tommy was surprised to see a classmate Ruby in the lobby of Popo's building after school. What are you doing here? Tommy asked. I live here, Ruby laughed. Why don't you? Do you want to come over? She asked. Tommy nodded. First, they took the elevator to Popo's apartment. Tommy asked if he could go to Ruby's place. Ruby lived 2 floors above Popo Place. Ruby's apartment was the same size as Popo. She lived with even more people, including her parents, grandparents, two sisters, and a baby brother. Doesn't it feel crowded all the time? Tommy asked. Sure, but it's fun. I share my room with my sister. We're always playing, singing, or dancing together. I think I'd be lonely without them, she sighed. Ruby and Tommy entertained Ruby's baby brother while her grandmother prepared dinner. The baby laughed as Ruby told him a story. Where did you learn that story? Tommy asked. From my grandmother. My abuela is the best storyteller, Ruby declared with pride. That night, Tommy missed his favorite show game. Dad had to apply for a job online. Before Tommy could complain, Popo called. Tommy, come quick! I need a partner for my game. Tommy sat down with Popo and her neighbors as they played a game with small tiles called Mahjong. Tommy listened to Popo describe the first time she went on a ship and got seasick. He realized that, just like Ruby's abuela, his grandmother was a great storyteller. Later, Tommy and Peter lay awake in bed. They giggled at their uncle's discreetly loud snores. I have a story to tell you, Tommy said. It's about Popo, he added. By the time Tommy finished retelling Popo's story, Peter was fast asleep. As Tommy drifted off, he thought, That wasn't so bad at Popo Place after all. Why does Tom's family move to Popo Place? His family want to live in an apartment. His dad lost his job at Sneaker Universe. His mom does not want Popo to live alone. His parents want Tommy and his brother to share a room. I choose B. How does Tommy feel about living at Popo Place? Scared, excited, worried, and frustrated. What does Tommy think is the worst part about living at Popo Place? Popo does not let him wear his shoe inside. Popo does not let him shout at Peter. Popo does not own a television. Popo does not let him use the computer. I choose C. What problem does Tommy have because he shares a bedroom with Peter and Uncle Joe? He cannot read his comic book. He had to listen to Uncle Joe snoring. He does not get He watched television. He cannot play game with Popo. I should be. Woman told me complain to Popo about while they were making dumplings. He never sees the kid from his old neighborhood. He has to listen to Uncle Joe's voice. He has to watch his favorite TV show on the computer. He'd never get to read comic book in the living room. I choose A. How is Ruby's apartment different from Popo Place? It's bigger than Popo Place. It has fewer people living. It is smaller than Popo Place. It has more people live in it. How does visiting Ruby Place help Tommy? Ruby persistent attitude helped Tommy see that things are not so bad at Popo Place. What happened after Popo plays magic with Popo and her neighbor? Tommy and Peter giggle at their father snores. Tommy and make dumpling. Read comic book. Tommy and Ruby go to Ruby's apartment. I choose A. Tommy tells Peter a story, so they will not hear their uncle snore about visiting Ruby's place to help him get to sleep too. That made him giggle. I choose A. Which sentence show how Tommy feelings about living at Popo Place have changed by the end of the story? He wasn't worried, but he was frustrated. He felt as though he was always in the way. Tommy complained that he never saw the kid from his old neighborhood anymore. As Tommy drifted off, he thought that it wasn't so bad living at Grandpa Place after all.
Click on the items with the red X and find a better answer to improve your score and earn more stars. Use the book as you take the quiz to help you find the best answer. When finished, click Done.
I got 9 of 10 right. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.